This is my teenage brother, Tom. He has never backpacked before. As his big sister, I feel it's my responsibility to show him the beauty of the outdoors. The risk is he could end up hating it, or worse, hating me for dragging him into the wilderness.
Back hurts, man.
I mean, I remember my first backpacking experience. A friend invited me to do a trek in the Himalayas for 2 weeks, and I had never done much hiking before. It was miserable, and I cursed my friend and cried myself to sleep every night because of how difficult it was. But I came out of the experience with a new love for the outdoors and a new perspective on life. So I want to share some of that Type 2 fun with Tom because I selfishly hope he likes it as much as I do.
I'd say it's really not that great.
I decided to plan a perfect backpacking trip in one of the most beautiful places in America, and I thought this would have him falling in love with the outdoors. Well, here's how he initially reacted.
Sure, but I think backpacking may be a little bit long. We better not go for like more than 2 nights max. And it depends, do I get to drive the car or not afterwards? And not just like, what, half a kilometre just for the video. I mean like driving the car. And off-road. Has to be off-road.
I guess that's called compromise.
So the big question is, can I make a teenage boy enjoy his first overnight hike?
I'm starving.
Will he be able to drive my manual truck off-road and not cause any damage? Oh my God. But most importantly, will we be able to have this experience and not drive each other completely mad?
How did you sleep?
Awfully. Don't like walnuts, man.
You know, it's always so much fun to go on adventures and experience adventures, but what doesn't get enough airtime, in my opinion, is the simple fact of having to plan those adventures ahead of time. And there's so much like prep work that goes into any outdoor activities, as I'm sure you know. Okay, I think I've got it. Yep, I think I've got it.
Well, this is it. We are in the Wind River Range of Wyoming, as raw and rugged as it gets. This is the land of impassable mountains, grizzly bears, and pristine wilderness. And this is where I've decided to bring my teenage brother for his first backcountry experience.
So we're at the trailhead and we're just about to go off into the forest.
Yeah.
Is this your first overnight hike that you've ever done?
Yeah, I think so.
Really? Are you looking forward to it?
Sort of. I'm sort of being dragged down here. So.
Well, doing this hike was actually something that I really wanted to do because I am kind of hoping that Tom will enjoy it. And, you know, going out into the wilderness is just such a cool experience out here in the US. So we've basically just packed up. Tom's backpack is a slightly smaller one. Mine is that one.
Right, don't act like I'm carrying less stuff though.
No, actually, admittedly, he did offer to carry my backpack, which is very gentlemanly.
And they're the same weight.
Yeah.
They are the same weight. Yeah.
But yeah, I said, no, I gotta like keep training. So yeah, they're both pretty heavy packs, but we're only going for 1 night, so we don't need that much. What's our plan if a bear shows up?
I'll wrestle it.
Wrestle? Like a good Polish man.
Obviously.
How is it so far?
Back hurts, man. Don't rate hiking at all.
I'll get used to it. Hey, Vic. How are you liking it, huh? Yeah, you like it? You like it? I gotta say, the first time I went for on a hiking trip, it was like a 2-week long hiking trip from the get-go. That was the first overnight hike I ever did. It was 2 weeks in the Himalayas, and I hated it. I mean, I loved it and I hated it. It was like Type 2 fun. Type 2 fun, do you know what that is?
No.
So Type 2 fun is the kind of fun where in the moment it's horrible, but then once you're done, it feels great and you're like super happy that you did it. That's
Yeah, it's
type 2
like
fun.
swimming training.
Yeah. Well, like most sports probably.
Yeah.
The hike is absolutely beautiful, but there's one problem. We got started a little bit late. So I just hope that we manage to get to our campsite before dark,
Yeah.
because otherwise we might be in a little bit of trouble. This is like quite possibly one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, check these out. What are these? Apple spiced walnuts. Want some?
No.
No, you sure?
Don't like walnuts, man. Like this.
Yeah, I want some. I want some.
I'm lucky. You got your walnuts. No.
Not for you, buddy. You got your treats. Wait, sit. One for me. And one for you. I've got some treats here for Vilk, and I've got them in my pocket. And they're little dehydrated bits of salmon. We're in grizzly territory, and grizzlies eat salmon. I'm literally
Yeah, it wasn't
carrying-
exactly the best idea,
No, I'm
was it?
literally carrying grizzly bait in my pocket. Did you get a stick? You got a stick? Yeah?
Drop it. Big, drop it. Down. Good boy.
Ooh, oh my God.
Spin. Twist.
So it's been about five and a half miles, which doesn't actually seem that long, but it definitely hits differently when you've got a big backpack on and you know, you're like navigating and you're going uphill. So our campsite should be just around the corner. I think like maybe another 10 minutes or so.
Better
And
be.
then we'll get there. Yeah? Are you hungry?
I'm starving.
You ready for a nice dehydrated meal?
Hopefully it fills me up. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited too. Almost there. This is us. This is our lake. Happy to be here?
Finally. Too long, bruv.
Yeah, this took us a little while. Oh, almost 3 hours to get here with a couple of nice restful breaks. We're here and it is, oh, this place is so magical. Oh my God. I kind of love the fact that in order to get to places like this, you have to make an actual physical and logistical effort, you know? Hiking, no cars, no motorized vehicles, just you and your own 2 feet. And it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Just makes it so much more special.
Do I put the rods through here?
This is like the cover, so this goes on last.
Yeah.
But this is your actual tent. So spread it out, wherever you find a flat spot, and then put the rods in. Oh, buddy!
Oh, big asshole.
It's like, this is my place. Buddy, you have your own sleeping bag. This is your sleeping bag. This is your place, buddy. This is your spot.
I love backpacking solo, and of course I love backpacking with my dog. But there's something so different about traveling with other people. In a way, the memories you end up making are that little bit more vibrant when there's other people around. Maybe they're more real? Because you get to share them with someone else. You get to replay them in your minds and together in the future at family gatherings or whenever you sit down to reminisce.
Is this your first time having dehydrated food?
Hello guys, I'm sat here today with Thai red curry soup because I added too much water in it. It didn't work out properly. It's my first dehydrated food experience, right?
Yeah, it happens.
I have to say, it's really not that great.
You know, like whenever I get to a campsite after a long hike, everything tastes really good to me. This is so tasty.
Really?
Mm. It's getting colder and colder out here. We can definitely feel that we are in the mountains. And since we are in the mountains, we have to take certain precautions and put our food in the tree. Just as a precaution against bears. So we're gonna head over to those trees over there, about 100 meters away from our camp, a little bit more actually, and we're gonna leave it all there. Yep, this here is the perfect spot because it's way, way above ground, and it's the only way to access it is by climbing this fallen trunk, which I don't think a bear would do. I mean, what do I know about bears? But let's just hope that that's the case. This is going to be so cozy. I can't wait to just get to sleep. You know, Tom is already in bed. It's been a pretty long hike, but it's days like this, hikes like this, that, you know, put you in that like state of tiredness that's like a really good kind of tired. The kind of tired that just reminds you that you've walked a long way, you've used your body, you've used your mind, and now you're ready to go to sleep. I love that. It's one of my favorite feelings. Yes, good boy. You ready to go to bed? You ready for bed? You want to go swim? Or you want to go to bed? You want to go sleep? Any bears at night?
Yeah, full of
Really?
I mean, I was silent killer.
How did you sleep?
Awfully.
Oh yeah?
The bears kept coming wanting a scrap. Sorry.
We're done. Well, what did you think of it?
It was alright.
So we're just about to go and do a pretty big off-roading challenge over the next 24 hours or so. But before we do, I'm gonna get changed quickly and then we have one more thing to take care of. As you can imagine, we ended up with hundreds of photos and videos from this trip. And since I just got my brother a new laptop as a birthday gift, let's have a look at what it's capable of. Thank you Asus for sponsoring this video, and this here is the laptop that I got for Tom. It's the Asus ZenBook S13 OLED. As a photographer and filmmaker, I really can't compromise on quality. I need to see the results of my work in perfect quality. It needs to be absolute perfection. So I am pretty good at telling a really good quality screen from the rest. The OLED screen on the ZenBook S13 is a really beautiful piece of engineering. It gives such incredibly vivid, true-to-life colors and this really profound level of clarity. This helps me review the footage and photos I captured and tell you the story of this trip. And the True Black feature just adds that really juicy je ne sais quoi, which just creates an incredible level of depth and detail. And that's exactly what I want to see in my videos and photos. For every single piece of tech gear that I use in my life, I need to know that it is rugged, that it can withstand the forces of my life. Because I'm always moving around, I'm always on the move, I'm always throwing things around, and I need to know that my gear is lifestyle proof. The Asus ZenBook S13 is ultra lightweight and ultra portable. I mean, it weighs in at about 1 kilogram or about 2 pounds, and it is as thin as a pen. This comes in so handy, especially on hiking trips like this one, where you want to stay as lightweight as possible. Out here, every ounce of weight counts, so that you can spend more energy on just enjoying the views. But that doesn't take away from its ruggedness, so it's military grade, which is not just a buzzword. So they tested these things and they can withstand temperatures down to -40 Fahrenheit or Celsius. I mean, at that point, it's so cold it doesn't matter which scale you use. They've also done shock tests, dust and sand tests, and altitude tests. This is one rugged notebook. Lastly, I want to talk about the fact that this is the most eco-friendly notebook in the whole Asus range. So various elements of the notebook have been constructed using recycled materials such as PCR, and those are the materials that consumers, that people recycle, such as aluminium or paper or plastic bottles. In a bid to innovate sustainably, Asus have also taken the initiative to use a new material exclusive to the brand called the plasma ceramic aluminium. It's used to produce the notebook's lid, and the manufacturing of it is completely non-hazardous. And another cool thing is, I loved unpacking this notebook because it came packaged with zero plastic. And on a more corporate note, Asus are actually making real tangible steps towards meeting the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. That includes using minerals from responsible, ethical sources, as well as using 100% renewable energy in all of their operation centers all around the world in the next 10 years. All in all, it's an awesome product, and I'm super excited that my brother will get to use it. All right, let's get back to the video. Tom wanted to go off-roading, and off-roading we went.
It looks like we have about, 5 miles until the off-road track?
I found the perfect route through the mountains of Wyoming, and it would take us until the following morning to do the whole traverse. What would you like?
Will I let me drive? That's it, it's just dirt road.
Okay. This is dirt for the next 150 or so miles, so...
Yeah. So it's Tomek's turn to drive.
You know, I don't really ever trust people with my truck. Like, I barely let anyone else drive it, but you're my brother, so...
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like...
And I'm a good driver.
Hey, Philip, what do you think? Shall we let him drive? Yeah? Okay, fine. Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, come on then. Out.
You're staying. Go back.
Go place. Go place.
How does it feel? Comfortable?
Not particularly, but let's go.
Tom is technically British. Well, he's British-Polish, but technically British. So I feel like he should definitely get to drive this truck.
Oh, there you are.
Nice.
Easy, man. Is that down?
Yeah, if the little red thing has disappeared, then
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
down.
Yeah, man.
How's your manual driving skills?
I don't have a license. I mean, I have a license. I
don't know, Bubba. What do you think? It's kind of weird, huh? All right. Oh, we're going. So we have just driven from the town of Pinedale in Wyoming to the town of Big Piney, which is actually a very tiny town. That rhymes, of course. And right now we've just started crossing over into the mountains. That feeling you get when you just like leave the pavement behind and you go on a gravel road, on a dirt track. Oh, it must be one of my favorite things in the world.
We're all right. We're all right.
Are we all right, buddy? Are we all right?
Yeah, he's enjoying it.
Oh yeah, he's loving the views. Oh my gosh.
That definitely sounded worse than it actually was, but it was a good idea to stop for a sec and do a bit of off-road prep.
Before we get too far on the dirt track, we should probably air down the tires to make the ride a little bit smoother.
Yeah, man.
So, are you up for? Do you know how to do that? Are you up for learning?
Come on.
Unscrew that. All right, take it down to about 20. It's almost like having an assistant.
Why do you have such big tyres, man? It takes me like 3 seconds on my bike. Literally.
All right, we're ready to go. Tom's got a blister on his toe from our hike.
You want to see it?
Get that thing away from me.
I always get that little fear whenever I drive into wild places like this. What if the car breaks down? What if I get stuck? That little fear doesn't ever really go away.
Wow.
Oh, God. Watch out.
Yep. I did not expect this track to be so rough.
Vilk's loving the water. Look at him.
He's like, can we go in?
Go place.
Holy moly.
But I think that's the whole point. Whenever we push past our comfort zones into the spaces that feel a little bit unknown, a little bit scary, a little bit risky, that's where the fun is. That's where the excitement is, the growth, the breaking of boundaries. That's what I call the adventure zone.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Have fun.
So this is our campsite for tonight. It's in this really pretty wooded area. It took us a good few hours to get here on these just mind-blowingly beautiful off-road tracks. What a place Wyoming is. It's just incredible. So we're just about to collect some wood for the fire, make a fire, make some food, and enjoy our last evening together. That looks awesome. Milk is like, oh my God, these are all for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right, so the first thing that we do is build a very small little teepee. So try and build a teepee out of these.
Hello guys. So, sick and tired of dry food. I know you are, I am too. So I made us go and get sausages. And over here, got my stick, got my tortilla wrap, got my fire. It's gonna be blessed. That's me to open up the sausages, obviously.
What are you using as your cutting board?
Some bag I found, because Emma does not have, she's got like spatulas, she's got a knife, doesn't have a cutting board.
You know you've made it in life when you get yourself a proper nice cutting board one day. Bear bait.
Yeah. Right, bear bait, don't care, man. Wrestled 5 and wrestled 10 more. Nice and open. So we have curry powder. Because Emma doesn't have salt and pepper. She has curry powder.
Priorities.
So in Germany, I think it's what is it? Currywurst.
Oh yeah, oh my god, you're having German
I'm
currywurst.
literally having currywurst.
Are you gonna eat all the sausage?
Easily, man.
Really?
I mean, come on, I wrestled there, I've got to eat that one. Got some red chili. And of course, we have barbecue sauce
Yeah.
over here. And a sharp stick to hold over the fire.
Which Tom just sharpened himself. No less.
Basically Bear Grylls. Set it in. Make sure it's nice and stable. A little bit further. It's all good.
Yeah, it's good.
We hold it over the fire. Remember, the top of the flame is the hottest bit, and we just wait.
Meanwhile, in my world, baked beans. Oh yeah. Baked beans cooked over a fire. I would say that's like a 7 out of 10.
If that's a 7 out of 10, my sister is a 12. Like easily. 13.
And? Good.
Only got like 9 more.
And slowly, our trip came to an end. We had hiked a beautiful trail, driven into the wild mountains on winding off-road tracks, and of course, made a fire.
Is he sleeping in your arms?
These are the memories we will always share together. A couple of weeks passed since our trip. Tom went home and I called him to see whether I had succeeded in getting him to fall in love with the outdoors. So now that you're back home, you know, when you think about the trip that we did together, how does it feel?
I think it was really cool.
Oh yeah?
All of it was really fun, yeah. The hiking part, I think, in the moment was dreadful.
In the moment.
Yeah, in the moment. So I was just tired, fed up, and I didn't want to walk. Then afterwards, I'll love it.
So would you go backpacking with me again?
Yeah.
Really?
I can't lie, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so Kilimanjaro next year, yeah?
Everest.